Right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Orion Yoga. My name is Ryan. Just wanted to touch on a couple things before we get started with practice today. This is going to be approximately 60-minute practice, simple seated poses, mostly focused on stretching. A couple things that you need to focus on. So, adapting the practice to fit you is really important. This practice, just to guide you on your path, nothing I say is mandatory. Focus here is on developing self awareness and building your own version of the practice. So it's important to use props or variations, options, anything that allows you to more comfortably get into the poses. Second is focusing on the breath. Please stay with the breath. Pranayama to me is probably the most important of the 8 limbs of yoga, mainly because it's present in every one of the limbs. Calming the breath calms the mind, calms the body. That's what we're looking for in this practice. Number 3 is seeking a balance in comfort and discomfort. So if you think about a continuum with comfort on one side and pain on the other, looking for discomfort somewhere here in the middle. Just enough to allow our practice to move forward safely, effectively. So without further ado, let's do yoga. We'll be starting today in right side, easy seat, Sukhasana. Softening or closing the eyes, softening the face, releasing tension from the jaw, the brow, allowing the hands to rest wherever comfortable. Grounding, balancing at the hip, balancing the shoulders, beginning to deepen the breath, lengthening the spine, neck, crown of the head gently lifting toward the ceiling. Subtle tuck of the chin, allowing each breath to be just a little bit deeper than the last. Separating from everything outside of the four corners of the mat. To build gentle, steady rhythm of inhales and exhales through the nose, allowing the belly to swell with the inhale, allowing it to gently pull in toward the spine with the exhale. Finding a nice deep inhale here. With the exhale, allow the hands to fall by the side. With the inhale, arms rise overhead, hands meet, and exhale to the heart. 3 movements here. Inhale to rise. The gaze lifts. Exhale, heart. One more inhale. And exhale. Heart center, Anjali Mudra. Nice engagements of the arms as the palms press in together at center. Lifting the elbows, shoulders. Nice deep inhale. Apply gentle pressure between the palms. Exhale, keep the palms together, but soften the arm. Inhale, engage the arms, the chest, the shoulders. Exhale, soften. One more inhale to warm, engage all the way down to the core, pressing the palms firmly together. Exhale, soften, release. Left hand crosses to the right knee, right hand behind the lower back. Sit up tall with the inhale, gazing forward. Exhale, gentle twist to the right side, softening through the mid body. Chin gradually following right shoulder. Deepening the breath. Nice deep inhale here. Exhale the gaze forward. Arms follow. Inhale, fingertips to the ceiling. And with the exhale, hinge at the hips. Forward fold. Free to find some gentle movement here. The lower back, shoulders, the neck. Sinking through the hips. Gradually walking the fingertips away from the body. In the breath. Always coming back to that gentle, steady rhythm. Inhales and exhales through the nose. Deep inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, rise to the fingertips, halfway back to the body. Walk over the right shin, the right thigh. Exhale, walk the hands away from the body. Sink that left hip. Lengthen through the spine, neck, both neutral. And find some balance here in the shoulders and in the hips. Gradually folding over the right thigh, mostly in the direction of that right knee. One more inhale and exhale. Inhale, rising to fingertips, halfway lift. Bring the right hand out in line with the hip. Open the left arm to the ceiling, lengthening through the fingertips. Bring that right bicep on top of the arm. Notice how that changes the position in the shoulder. Gazing up underneath left arm if that's available. Maybe finding a slight bend or a deep bend in the right elbow. Lengthening through the left side of the body. Nice deep breath. Inhale through the fingertips, sink through the hip. With the exhale, big circle forward. Walk the hands up. Thighs. We'll find some length in the right leg. Left foot stays the inner thigh. Lengthen through the heel, gently draw back through the toes. Facing forward. Inhale, fingertips to the ceiling. Exhale, hinge at the hip. Deep inhales and exhales. Gradually walking the fingertips farther away. Sinking through the left hip. Balancing in the right. Balancing shoulders. Neutral neck. Neutral spine. Deep inhale here. and exhale. Inhale to rise. Point the chest, torso toward that right foot. Inhale, fingertips to the ceiling. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Forward fold. Anchoring at the right heel, drawing back through the right hip, creating length in the back of the right leg. Deepen the breath. Soften the face. Focus on building short-term goals and long-term goals for yourself through the course of this practice as you learn your limits, seek ways to gently improve, expand those limits. A steep inhale here. With the exhale, bring the right arm inside the right leg. We want to be able to use that right elbow inside the thigh as leverage. To open through the left shoulder, extend the left arm overhead, whatever degree is available. Staying balanced at the hips. Gradually working to stack the shoulders. Maybe that's your short-term goal. Long-term goal with this one is left fingertips all the way overhead to the big toes. Don't worry, I'm not there yet either. Focus on breathing. Gentle, steady rhythm. The breath. Filling up the left side of the body. If we don't have a lot of range of motion here, that is where our depth is going to come from. A steep inhale and exhale. Inhale, left arm rises. With the exhale, plant that palm behind the left hip. Right arm spirals open as the hips lift. Shoulders stack over the left wrist. And the right fingertips extend away from the right foot. Gently exaggerate the lift in the hip. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, same path to lower. Leg extends at a similar angle to the right. Take a moment to lengthen through the back of the legs. Gently draw back through the toes. Hands are behind the hips. Focusing first on gently coaching the chest and the shoulders forward as we keep that length in the back of the leg. Deepening the breath. Feel free to stay in this position if that feels good. Or option 2 would be to walk the hands forward to the legs, maybe the shins, ankles, the toes. Focusing on keeping that spine and neck neutral, not too flexed, not too rounded. Third option, reaching through center, lifted, maybe fingertips to the mat, walking forward. Feel free to move back and forth through those options, through those variations. Find the right one for your practice today. Steep inhale and exhale. Inhale to rise. Use the hands to draw the knees into the body. Feet forward. Bring the arms long to the outsides of the knees. Lengthen through the front of the body. Gently tilt back until the feet lift off the mat. You can extend here toward boat if you wish. Focus on keeping the shoulders and the chest open. We'll just use this as a transition to find our left side Sukhasana. Once again, softening or closing the eyes, softening the face, deepening the breath, grounding and balancing at the hip, shoulders, finding length in the spine and the neck. Crown of the head gently reaching toward the ceiling. Subtle tuck of the chin. Hands resting wherever comfortable. Allowing the belly to swell with the inhale. Gently pulling toward the spine with the exhale. Each breath is a little bit deeper than the last. And separating from everything outside the four corners of the mat. Free to keep the eyes soft or closed. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, hands fall by the side. Inhale, arms rise, hands meet. And exhale, heart. Free breath. Inhale to rise, maybe the gaze lift. Follow the hands. Exhale, heart. One more inhale. And exhale. 3 breaths here. Inhale, gentle pressure between the palms, arms, chest, shoulders, core engaged. Exhale, gently soften. Keep the hands together. Inhale, engage. Slightly more pressure. Exhale, soften. One more inhale, firm pressure between the palm. With the exhale, right arm crosses to the left knee, left hand behind the lower back. Sit up tall, gazing forward with the inhale. Exhale, gentle twist to the left side. Soften the shoulders away from the ears, away from the center. And the breath. Chin gradually following left shoulder. Deep inhale. And exhale forward. Inhale, fingertips to the ceiling. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Forward fold. Feel free to find that gentle, free movement in the lower back and the hips, shoulders, the neck. Gradually walking the fingertips away, sinking through the hip. Neutral neck, neutral spine, not too flexed or rounded. Deep breaths into the belly, pressing the belly toward the thigh. Nice deep inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, halfway lift to the fingertip, walking over the left knee. Exhale, walk the hands away. Right hip sinks, right fingertips lengthening. focusing on creating length all the way down the right side of the body. Finding balance in the shoulders. Deep inhale and exhale. Inhale to fingertips, halfway lift. Left hand walks out in line with the hip. Right arm opens to the ceiling. Left bicep on top of the arm. Moving towards that at least, if that's not an option yet. Maybe finding a gentle bend. The left elbow. Deepen into the right side. Maybe gazing up underneath that right bicep. Keeping in mind that all of these things are optional. Tension behind this to guide you through the practice in a way that you can build your own version that suits your body. Deep inhale here. Exhale, circling forward. Inhale, rising. Left leg extends out at an angle. Gazing forward, lengthening through the back. Fingertips to the ceiling. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Lengthening through the heel. Anchoring at the heel. Drawing back gently through the hip. Hips, shoulders, mostly balanced. Stay with the breath. So steady rhythm of inhales and exhales through the nose. More inhale here and exhale. Inhale to rise, turning chest, torso to point toward that left foot. Fingertips to the ceiling with the inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Anchor through the heel, pull back through the hip. To deepen, gently draw the toes back toward the body. In the spine, the neck, both neutral, not overly flexed or rounded. Deep inhale here. With the exhale, left arm inside the left leg. Once again, we're looking for that inside leverage as we open the shoulder, extending the right arm. Long-term goal, stacking shoulders. Maybe that's already happening. Our long-term goal is reaching up over the head, finding the toes with the fingertips. Deepen the breath. Balance the hip. Focus on sinking the right hip, extending all the way through the right side body. Deep inhale and exhale. Inhale, right arm rises. Exhale, palm plant behind the hip, maybe at an angle. Inhale, lift the hips. Left arm spirals open to the ceiling, lengthening from fingers to toes, gently exaggerating that lift in the hips. Shoulders should be somewhat stacked over the right wrist. Nice deep inhale. Exhale the same path back down. Right leg lengthens out. Similar angle to the left. Same three options here. Hands behind the hip. Hands to shins, ankles, toes. Reaching through the center line, adding some gravity. Deep inhale here and exhale. Inhaling to rise, hands behind the knees. Draw the legs into the body. Open the knees to the sides, bottoms of the feet together. Bring the hips toward the heel. Focus on the inner thighs or farther away from the heels to focus on the outer hip. Same three options here, starting with hands behind the hips, gently moving forward at the chest, shoulders. Option two, hands forward to the feet, drawing the body closer. Option three, walking the hands farther forward, choosing the option that's appropriate for your practice today. Deepening the breath. Deep inhale here and exhale. Inhaling to rise, use the hands to close the knees like a book. Legs lengthen, point and flex, ankles, toes. Find some nice circles, one direction and the opposite direction. Ankle of the toe. The inhale sitting up nice and tall. We'll bring the right outside of the ankle, cross over the left thigh. This is option one. Option two, drawing the knee toward the center line, if that's available. Sitting up tall with the inhale. With the exhale, gently forward fold, making sure that we're not applying pressure to the top of the kneecap, nor too much pressure back of the left knee. Slight discomfort there is acceptable, but we want to make sure that we're not moving forward into pain. Deep inhales and exhale. More breath here. and exhale. Inhaling to rise, bring the hands to plant just off the left side of the mat. Bring the right foot to plant as well. Rolling onto the left hip. The goal here is anchoring through that left leg, pressing into the left arm so that we can stretch through the left hip and the left side of the body. Steep inhale and exhale, rolling back to the seat. Bring right leg to the right side, left foot inner thigh. Right toes are pointing away from the body. Left foot is at the inner thigh. Probably want to make sure that the shin is inside right side of the mat. A little uncomfortable for the ankle if that ankle bone is pressing into the floor. Option here to apply some gentle pressure at the right heel, noticing whether or not that changes the feeling at the top of the right hip. Taking a few moments to allow the hips to balance. A steep inhale. With the exhale, bring the right hand across to the left thigh, twisting toward the left side of the room. Right hip gently sinks, lengthening through the back here. Option to stay here or plant that right hand outside the thigh. Both hands are once again planted off to the left side of the mat, creating a slightly deeper twist in the spine, still creating length through the front of the body. A steep inhale, option to stay here, or option 3, lower to forearm. Once again, slightly deeper twist. Still focusing here on creating length in the spine and the front of the body. Steep inhales and exhales. Softening the face. Soften the neck and the shoulders. More breath. And exhale. Inhale, rising to palms. Bring the right leg long. Left leg stacks. Balance the hips. Option here, or to gently cross, or to half shoelace. Long-term goal here would be for the knee to line up in the center of the body. Lengthen through the back of the right leg. Nice deep inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, gentle forward fold. Once again, paying attention to that little kneecap. No pressure into the kneecap and not too much into the back of the knee. Laying that edge between comfort and discomfort, gradually pushing that edge slightly farther and farther away. Deep inhale and exhale. Inhale to rise. palms to the right side of the mat, rolling onto the right hip, left foot plants, pressing into the right hand, lengthening through the right side of the body and the right hip. Breaths into the right side. One more inhale. Exhale back to the seat. Left leg comes to the left side as the right foot moves to the inner thigh. Left toes pointing away from the body, finding some balance in the hips. It's okay if the hips don't completely balance. The left hip is probably going to be a little bit lifted, especially if you're new to this. Or like me, I've been doing this for 10 or more years and mine still does not touch the mat. But that's fine. Option for gentle pressure into the left heel, noticing the change in rotation at the top of the femoral head. Stay here if this feels good. Or exhale, gently walk over to the right side, starting with option one, left hand, the left thigh. You can use that leverage to help you rotate, focusing on length through the front of the body, through the front of the left hip. Option two, exhale, left palm plant. Or option three, nice deep inhale here, and exhale down to forearm. Noticing the changes in the depth, rotation, spine. Deep inhales and exhale. One more breath here and exhale. Inhale, rising to palm, walking back towards center as we lengthen that left leg, both legs long toward the front. Find yourself in the center of the mat, a seat. Draw the knees into the body and gently roll to the back. Knees into the body or the chest. Gentle free movement here as we rock, sway, circle, lower back and the hips. More breath and exhale. Lower the feet, allow the feet to plant. Inhale, draw the right foot up to the ceiling, fingertips behind the thigh, maybe behind the calf, or maybe all the way up to the big toe. This is called reclined big toe pose or Supta Padangusthasana. Focus on drawing the right hip down to the last place it meets the earth. That's the best place to start from. Then we gradually lengthen and draw the leg into the body. Inhale, lengthen through the heel. And with the exhale, cross over the right thigh into a figure four. Left heel might want to be closer for a little bit more depth. Maybe finding a gentle tuck of the shoulder blades. Maybe creating a small space underneath the lower back. Gently pressing away at the right knee. Deep inhale. With the exhale, bring the arms out to a T. Palms planted, fingertips away from the shoulders. Keeping this same leg position. With the exhale, dip the right knee to the right side, pivoting on the left foot. Inhale, rise that leg back to center. Exhale over to the left side with the same legs. Inhale, rise to center, 3 breaths in each direction. Exhale to the right side, pivoting on the left foot. Inhale through center. Exhale left. Inhale to rise to center. Exhale last time to the right side. Inhale, rise, and exhale left. This time we'll stay here, allow that right foot to plant, left leg to rest. Maybe draw the gaze over the right fingertips if that feels okay for the neck. Gently press away with the right knee and sink the right hip. Deepen the breath. Soften the face. Maybe the eyes are soft or closed. Softening the body. Everything we don't need to hold on to. Deep inhale here and exhale. Inhale, the gaze lifts. Legs follow back to center. Inhale, the right foot returns to the ceiling. And with the exhale, draw the knee into the body, fingertips interlace behind the thigh. Point and flex at the ankle. Find some big circles at the ankle in one direction and switching direction. Inhale to lengthen all the way back to the ceiling. Exhale down to meet the left. Same thing on the left side. Inhale, left heel to the ceiling. Fingertips behind the thigh, behind the calf, all the way up to the big toe. Focus on finding that last place that the left hip sinks into the mat. That's where we start from. Gradually drawing the leg into the body. Creating length at the heel and the back of the knee. Maybe gently drawing down through the toes. Staying with the breath. Nice deep inhale through the heel. Exhale, cross over the right thigh. Maybe right heel slightly closer to the hip. Gentle tuck of the shoulder blades. Small space under the lower back, rocking up onto the hip. Gently pressing away with the left knee. Using that leverage at the right thigh. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, arms long to the sides, palms plant, fingertips reach. Aim 3 movements on each side. Finding a nice deep inhale. With the exhale, keep the same leg position. Left knee dips to the left side. Inhale, rise through center. Exhale over to the right. Same legs, pivoting on the right foot this time. Inhale, rise through center. Exhale, left. Inhale, rise. Exhale, right. Inhale through center. Exhale, last time to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, stay with the right side. The left foot plants, right leg rests. Be gazing over to the left fingertips if that's comfortable for the neck. Gently pressing away with the left knee and sinking through the left hip. Deepen the breath. Soften the face. Soften everything that we don't need to hold on to. Sinking into the pose. One more nice deep inhale here. And exhale. Inhale the gaze, lift to the ceiling. Legs follow back to center. Balance the hips. Inhale left leg to the ceiling, fingertips behind the thigh. Draw that knee into the body. Point and flex at the ankle. Circles in one direction. Switch directions. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale back down to the mat. Ease into the body. Gentle free movement. Rock, sway, circle. Deep inhale. With the exhale, the palms plant outside the hips. Both heels lengthen to the ceiling. Waterfall. Exhale, slow lower the heels down to a hover. Keep the legs long. Nice deep breath here. And exhale, soften, release the legs. Arms overhead. Nice deep inhale to stretch the fingers and toes. And exhale to soften. 3 breaths here. Inhale, fingers and toes reach. Exhale, soften. One more nice deep breath. Inhale. And exhale to soften. Slide the heels out to the corners of the mat. Bring the arms out comfortably by the sides. Flex fingers and toes. Rotate wrists, ankles. Soften or close the eyes. Soften the face. Allowing the eyes to soften and sink. Breath off, allowing the awareness to sink behind the eye, gently moving that awareness throughout the body, taking out any areas that we're holding on to tension, drawing the awareness to those areas with the breath, allowing them to soften the exhale. Finding rest here and the benefits of our practice in Shavasana. Slowly, beginning to allow the breath to deepen, gentle movement, fingers, toe, again, to return awareness to the external body. Slowly, as you begin to feel ready, make your way onto the side, finding 3 deep breaths here, still keeping the eyes soft, closed. And as you complete those breaths, making your way up to a gentle seat, the eyes are still soft or closed, grounding and balancing at the hip, lengthening through the spine, neck, crown of the head gently reaching toward the ceiling. Deep inhale. Exhale, allow the hands to fall by the side. With the inhale, arms rise, hands meet, and exhale to heart. I'd like to thank you all for joining me today, sharing your practice with me, and allowing me to further my practice with you. Namaste. Thank you all very much. If you enjoyed this practice, feel free to like, subscribe, comment with any questions.